that do these things and we don't look at them in any way, or if we do,
Melissa Ford is having the right conversation, but she's having it in the wrong room. And it reminds me of this concept of vetting. Like, I hear a lot of people talk about vetting and how, women have to choose better and pick better. But every time I see conversations like this, I'm reminded that men don't know how to properly vet. And it shows up in their friends and their associates. They have no idea when a red flag is in the room. When you have a man who is consistently cutting off specifically women, who is consistently talking down to specifically women, who is having conversations about how you need to be able to continually blur the lines of consent, because there's no way for me to know. If she says yes after I've asked her, 12 times, then how do I know that that's not rape and assault? You do know, you're aware, but men will run cover for these men as opposed to calling out their behaviors, much like you saw in the other clip. But there's something else that's happening in this conversation. When you talk about black men not being able to have access to subjugating women or mistreating women in the same way that white men are able to, it reminds me of this book by Frantz Fanon. It's in the link tree in my bio if you want to go read it. And he talks about the black male ego and how they want to assimilate to whiteness. And these are some of the quotes that he said. It is because the black man belongs to an inferior race that he tries to resemble the superior race. He's constantly trying to assimilate to the idea of white maleness because of the fact that he feels like that debt is owed to him. But the reason why he can't is because of the fact that he didn't acquire his maleness through doing manly things. He was released from slavery. He didn't fight his way out. He was given that. And this is the most powerful quote. The black man did not become a master. When there are no more masters, when there are no more slaves, there are no more masters. The black man is a slave who was allowed to assume a master's attitude. Everything about their maleness is given to them by whiteness. So when they feel like they're not getting or acquiring that level of maleness that whiteness has promised them, they feel like they aren't men.